to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Ravens power is selected.
First carry now for Adrian Peterson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29. Again.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. HD slam is selected.
I think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special.
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0. Then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Inside zone is selected. Y corner. Red option. AHB slips. Y corner.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
R1 button. Cross button. Audible. R1 button.
Now
R1 button. Circle button.
Deep downfield.
Square button.
And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my. He pulled it in. And all the way in. Touchdown. New York.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Advent is selected.
Got first quarter lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Following the touchdown here to kick it away. And the decision to bring it out, not a good...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now Stafford.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there.
Entering play call, coach recent plays. There are 7 categories. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. You have 4 to 2 options. Cover 1 contain is selected.
Now, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense.
Spread.
Even more so,
Spread.
you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this
Cover 3 sky press.
Isn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out. I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a
Cover
shot.
3 match.
Do you change
Cover
that
3
up
match.
you're down a touchdown?
On 2nd and 1, Wolford. Right side caught by Jackson. That one a
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Cover, on plan. There are defend medium pass. You have 104 options. Cover 1, cover 2 press.
For the Rams seems like a natural. Picks up a first down with that catch there.
From midfield, here's Wolford. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods.
Entering play call, cover 1 key.
So as they move forward defensively,
Cover 2 press.
continue to focus.
Cover 1, cover 2 drop, cover 2 drop.
Does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. To throw is Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And they're going to have another.
Entering play call, defend on plan. There are 7 formation. There
Pick up
are
there,
4
20
nickel.
yards.
Auction is set. Auction is set to 3 to 5 odd. 3 5 odd. There are 8 categories. You have 18 options. Cover 3 sky is selected.
Stafford looks to throw again. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. A gain of 8 there on the
Entering play call, 3 5 formation.
They're just coming out throwing.
Forget
46. Option normal pair. Cover 2 invert.
And they're just
Fire zone free.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Entering play call, normal. There are 2 categories. You have 9 options. Cover 3 matches selected. Entering play call, normal. There are 2 categories. You have 9 options. Cover 3 matches selected. Rush outside.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Henderson. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Down now on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. If the red option is selected, the spot. Red option, drag verdict, inside zone split.
The Giants
Next
offense at
protect.
the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just...
Entering play call, slants, zone alert, Y corner.
Just kind of get
inside zone split.
You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic.
Passers,
Moving,
PhD allergy.
and see if they can get it downfield.
Here's 2nd and 7 now.
R1 button. Backs protect. Cross, hot routes. Cross button. Circle button.
Throwing.
Triangle button. Triangle button.
Downfield.
Square button.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
In the lead.
Well, any crisis of confidence seems to have been safely put to bed. This his 2nd touchdown now of the ball game.
And now you just have to go ahead and get ready, because you know he's going to be saying it and saying it and saying it. He's telling his team.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Scoring touchdowns.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchdown.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team, and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
And he'll be tackled at about the 30.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Up 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hit.
Number 3 Sky.
Take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Play action. Stafford.
And this is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins. And he is going to have a range.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. On plan, there are formation,
Offensive coordinator scheming his guy open.
option, option is 1, nickel overload, cover 2, mid blitz.
But plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it.
Entering play call, 1-5-5 PDLE gap, SS mid blitz free.
A lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another
Cover.
incompletion.
Play call.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yards.
Entering play call, 2, 4, 5. There are 8 categories. You have 33 options. Cover 2 man is selected.
Example right there, how
Play
this
call.
defense really is
Luke
winning
crash 2.
at the point of
LB
attack.
cross
Yeah,
free.
right through the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Throwing is Wolford on 3rd down.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And not picked to bring up 4th down.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
They'll go for it. Here's Wolford.
And this is caught right along the side.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Plays you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge.
Cover 3 Sky WK.
Sticks make a drastic shift forward. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Cover 3. Cover 3 cover 3 on plan. There are coach cover 3 cover 3 cover 3 cloud cover 3 cloud press.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. Confirmate. Donald, Fort, Koch, normal, cover 2 invert.
From the gun to give to Henderson. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Entering play call, normal, engage 8, inside blitz.
That's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Gay is...
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Wide rail is selected. Fade smash, strum flood, flanker drive, Ravens trail.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the
R1 button.
Question, can they put
Cross button.
Here, try to take
R1 button.
Intermission.
R1 button.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, on plan, player, formation. There are 9 categories. There are 17 subcategories. Box. Entering play call, coach slot fade.
They have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Cross button. Triangle button. Cross button.
On 2nd and long.
R1 button.
Jones finds his tight end Ingram. Now the Rams
entering inside zone. RPO power key. Inside zone.
With a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
Cross button, hot routes, triangle button, cross button, flat, circle button, cross button, R1 button, R1 button, R1 button,
going deep down,
triangle button,
and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give him credit.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Count is selected.
They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Jackson. They'll call that a 60.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
With a 1st and 10.
Formation. There are 7 categories. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. You have 30 options. Give cushion.
The Rams offense at the line.
And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now a play fake it at Stafford. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's able to get this down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
This for more than a decade now is showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 plan. Formation. There are 7 categories. Go hold up. 3 to 4. Option is set. Overhead. Cover 2. Cover 4 quarters. Cover 6.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Stafford. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, this is...
Entering play call, overhead. There are 4 categories. You have 15 options. Cover 6 is selected.
Let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Out to his left. Touchdown, Rams.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And the Rams on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Extra point by Gay is up and good.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
It's a score
Cross button.
around the 27. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to...
Entering bump adjustments. Screen run inside is selected.
EA Sports halftime report.
Throw it short. Run out. Run in. Blitz count. Throw it medium. Defend medium. Defend deep pass. Defend medium pass.
Okay.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Quarter number 3.
The Rams going to get the football first. first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Cover 3 Sky.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more.
Cover 1 LB Blitz Press.
To you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing is Stafford. That's taken in by Henderson. And
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
It's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Cover 1 LB, cover 3 Cloud Show 2.
Now Stafford. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he is going to have a...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. On plan, formation. There are 7 quarter, 40.
There's a great example
4,
right there.
4, 3.
Downs you need to convert.
Normal. There are 4 categories. You have 36 options. Cover 3 Sky is selected.
Maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board. Those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll be
Entering play call, formation. There are the kill.
29
Auction is set to 3, 3, 3, 5. Odd. There are 8 categories. You have 18 options. Cover 3 Sky is selected.
To get it to your tight end.
Throwing again is Stafford. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Entering play call, 3, 3, 5. Odd. There are 8 categories. You have 18 options. Cover 3 Sky is selected.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On the handoff, Henderson. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker.
Entering play call, play call.
And 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They run once more with Henderson. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down.
Entering play call, 2, 4, 5. There are 8 categories. You have 33 options. Cover 2 minutes. Coach slant 3.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Henderson now on 1st and 10.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15.
Entering play call, 2, 4. SS overload and double bus.
Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on
Entering play call, 2, 4, 5. There are 8 categories. SS overload. Cover 3 Sky. Cover 4 quarters.
Quarterbacks have to stay in the game.
Cover 1 rubber.
On the field.
Corner blitz 3.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now a handoff, Henderson, and the tackle made at the 13.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
The 4th down. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Play formation. There are 7. Play type. Recent plays. There are 7 categories. You have 9 options. Cover 6 is selected.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. Touchdown. That's caught. Cooper Kupp.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And good coverage there on special teams.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. Y corner.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Cross button. Circle button. Cross button.
Deep inside
Cross button. Square button. R1 button.
As a general rule, what they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the
cross button. Triangle button.
First downs.
Cross button.
Flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of.
Triangle button.
Here.
Cross button. Cross button.
Throwing
cross button.
Get down.
Square button.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Protecting the football.
On plan. There are 7 coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Spread.
Again, it's Henderson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
On 1st down, it's Henderson. And they get to him quickly here as he's
entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Tackle. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Spread.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by James Bradbury. And
entering play call. Coach suggestion. AHD slip screen.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense.
Circle button.
When you put it
triangle button. Cross button. R1 button.
Interception, he'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 20. Then he will bring it back to about the 11.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
After the interception, here's Stafford.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Swing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown, Rams.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Mesh spot is selected.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome
R1 button.
the Giants
Square button.
at the line, ready to begin their
Triangle button. Triangle button.
the interception
Triangle button.
drive. He'll look
Square button.
on Jones. Interception. Picked off near the 29. And he will bring it back.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that'll increase their lead.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Flanker drive is selected.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
That 5-game win streak is ticking
Circle
away
button.
in the 4th quarter.
Cross button.
Just haven't
Triangle
been
button.
this one.
Circle button.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
Entering play call. Why shallow cross? On plan. There are player. There are 9. Formation. Single wing pair. You have 12 options. Why stick is selected.
Locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they?
Cross button.
That's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope. And it's
entering play call. Stretch alert. Spacing. AHB dive alert. Smoke.
We'll be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on.
Square button. Cross button.
There on
R1 button. Cross button. Square button.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Defense was thinking run, and they're
R1 button. R1 button. R1 button. Square button.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40, and he'll take it across.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
That is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They'll run on 1st down. Henderson, and he'll work this forward for about 3.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Cover 3. Cover 3 cloud.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
54. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
And they take a knee.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Rams, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they taste defeat for the